Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another exciting episode of the Burner Accounts. You got your boy Big Joe.
You got your boy Julio the Don.
We had a crazy Sunday afternoon football game between yours and my Dallas Cowboys and the Washington Commanders. Did it play out the way you thought? Because I know it sure as hell didn't for me. Also, we have probably one of the biggest debates going on in as far as mixed martial arts go, and that is John Jones really the greatest to ever do it? We'll get into it. But first, let's touch base on these mother flipping Dallas Cowboys, man. The Cowboys improved their record with another surprising win as they beat the Washington Commanders in Washington, upsetting Dan Quinn. Micah Parsons was excited all week about this dog. Micah just seemed like he was excited to see Dan Quinn. He was excited to take on the Commanders. I think the Cowboys are finally just like bumping, man. What do we got to lose at this point? We know we ain't gonna really do anything, so they're just going for broke. They're playing fast and loose. And in my opinion, bro, they pulled off an upset yesterday. Beating the Commanders because Cowboys really, dog, didn't have no business beating them. Especially when at this point it's Team Tank, right? Are you Team Tank, Julio?
It's hard to say that. I don't. A part of me is like, yes, I want to because I understand the where it puts us as far as the draft order goes
Right.
right now. So yes, part of me is yes, and the other half of me is no. We shouldn't be. We should be trying to win every fucking game. That's the whole point of playing the game is to win the game, not to sit there and be like, oh yeah, our season's over now. Let's go ahead and just hang it up and call it a season already.
Right.
True competitors don't ever think that way, at least in my opinion. Any competitor that goes out for whatever it is, whether it be football, basketball, hockey, boxing, whatever it is, you're going out to win. You're not going out there to be like, yeah, we're just gonna, lay down over here real quick, let you kick us in the fucking teeth, and then just keep it pushing. That's not the way it. That's not the way it works typically. So, like you, very surprised with the win. I'll be 100% honest. This was the first game that I got to halftime, and I was like, I'm done. I don't want to see this shit anymore. We were
Really?
we were 3-3 at the
Three
half.
to three, and this
At
is
the
the
half,
game that you decided
yeah,
you were
I
bored
was
of?
I was so irritated by the end of the first half. I was just so irritated, and I was like over, and I was like, you know what? I'm not even gonna waste my time anymore watching this shit. I'm gonna watch a movie. And it's funny because as soon as I start watching the movie, right, I get it about a good 10, 15 minutes in. My phone keeps going off, and it's my dad calling me, and I'm like, what the hell does he want right now? So I answer the phone, and he's like, are you watching the game? Are you even watching the game? I'm like, no, they were fucking 3-3 at the half. Why am I going to be watching the game? He's like, turn on your TV now. Turn it on right now. Turn it on. And as soon as I turned it on, we were 20-9. I was like, what the fuck happened in the span of 10, 15 minutes that I missed? I was like, what the hell happened? And he's like, man, they're playing badass right now. Cooper Rush is playing good. He's throwing good balls, this and that and the other. I'm like, and of course, as we're talking and I start watching the game again, Washington scores a touchdown. I go, see, that's what happened. As soon as I started watching the fucking game, here we go. I ain't trying to. I turned it back off and started watching the movie again.
You're bad news, Julio. You bad
And
news.
so, and so a little bit after that, my dad calls me back again, and he's like, "Are you still watching?" I'm like, "No. The last time I watched, they were tied. I think they're about to tie 27-27. Is what the score was going to be." And but I didn't know that they missed a field goal. He's like, turn the TV back on. You're missing out all the good plays right now. Special teams is going off. The offense is going off. I'm like, how the hell in a matter of minutes does it change from one score to another score? It was wild, bro. To be honest with you, I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, it was a crazy game, dog. Like we had a block punt, we had a block field goal, we had two kickoff returns for touchdowns.
Yep.
We had a guy miss an extra point that would have tied the game. Special teams was
It was
that
special.
was
It was special.
that was the difference in yesterday's game for
Yeah.
sure.
Hmm.
And to see the Cowboys not necessarily like you said roll over and just die. I mean, they still got some fight in them. I can respect that.
Hmm.
Me personally, I'm just like, dog, y'all literally just cost yourselves a top 10 pick right there. We're now
Yeah.
number 11. We're on the outside looking in. Why would the ultimate reality is, and this is just not no hating, just stating, right? The ultimate
Uh-huh.
reality is this team ain't got a snowball's chance in hell of doing
No.
anything
No.
come playoffs.
No.
But to see that they still got a little dog in them, I mean, I'll take that. At least they didn't just completely quit. I think hearing all the smack talk from the media and the fans, and it gets old, right? You're just like,
Yeah.
damn, like they just dogging us every chance they get.
And rightfully
So
so. The way the season's been going
a
so
hundred
far,
percent,
rightfully so. Let me
a
just
hundred
go ahead and put
percent.
that out there. Yeah.
So to come back and respond the way they did, I'll give them credit for that. They didn't just completely piss the bed, right? Like they were just
Yeah.
like, okay, we got to have some kind of pride here.
Yeah.
So I'm not knocking that, but to me, it's like too little, too late. Like, where was this fight early on in the season? Cavante Turpin looked good. Schoonmaker caught a TD. Tolbert caught some balls.
Hmm.
CD did a whole lot of work to end up with like 64 yards, something like that.
Yep.
Is it just me, dog, or is CD like always struggling like to get yards? Like
I
he
don't
don't
want to
ever
say.
just catch like an open ball somewhere. It's always like a heavily contested catch in traffic or something.
I want to say it's because when you think about it from an opposing defense standpoint, you want to take away their best weapon, and he is literally our best weapon. So you're going to do everything. If I'm the defense facing the Cowboys, I'm going to do everything in my power to disrupt him, to make his night a living hell, to where he can't catch anything. They don't want to throw towards him. That's the opposing defense's job, right? You don't want to
Right.
sit there and be like, oh yeah, let's make it easy for them. Let's let them catch however many balls and get so many yards after the catch. You don't want that to happen. As a defense, you want to challenge him on every possession to make sure that he's not getting anything easy, he's not cherry picking, he's not able to get anything going. So if you would think that defense would automatically assume if we take away this weapon, they who the hell else do they got? Because
Right.
before today or before yesterday, I should say, we didn't see anybody else showing out. We didn't see no Cavante Turpin turning out or Tolbert turning out or Schoonmaker catching no damn balls. We didn't see any of that. None of it. And then all of a
Doubt
sudden,
we almost got 100 yards rushing as a team,
bro, that was to me, I was like, I don't know
but
what.
Washington's been weak against the run.
There you go. So for
But
me, it's like,
typical Dan Quinn defense.
yeah. So for me, it was more or less the whole thing about I agree with you on a certain point. I think what the best way that I can describe the way that I feel right now. There was somebody that posted a TikTok on TikTok. Basically, he's a Cowboy fan. You see him with all his Cowboy gear, and he's running outside, and he's like, "How about them Cowboys?" And at the same time, he's like, "But we were supposed to lose the fucking game. What are we doing? I don't understand. Where was this?" But he's like, "But fuck that. Hell yeah, the Cowboys won. I'm gonna go into work tomorrow talking so much shit to everybody." But then he's like, "But fuck, now our draft pick is gonna suck. What the fuck?" So it's that. you're in that middle space right now where you're torn, especially if you're a diehard Cowboy fan, you're torn because part of you is like, fuck yeah, we won. That's what we want to see each and every week. But the other part of you is like, we've already lost so much already. You're ruining our chances to be where we need to be in the draft in order for us to get a good pick, if that makes any
Right.
sense. Yeah.
Yeah. No, man, it's encouraging to see the effort. It's disheartening to see the final result when you have a plan in mind. Like as a fan, you've already kind of resigned yourself to the fact of, okay, we're just gonna tank it. We're gonna try to get the best pick possible, and then your team goes out there and pulls off these weird one-off wins, and it's like, well, what are we doing? Like, make up your mind. We're so bipolar when it comes to how this team wants to how they want to operate. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I think you see Mike McCarthy. He's excited on the sideline, but at the same time, in his mind, I'm sure he's like, for what? You know what I'm saying?
Motherfucker for
I mean,
what?
I guess it's kind of like he could take this to his next job if he gets one. He's like, hey, look, they didn't quit on me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like we went down swinging. Um, I just I don't know, bro. Like I was torn. Like I said, to me, I'm excited because the Cowboys actually looked like they were worth a damn, and then at the same time, I'm like, it's fool's gold, right? Like it's not legit. Washington has been struggling lately. I really didn't think we were gonna win this game, and so to see us pull it off, I'm just like, all right, well, on to the next one. At this
We
point,
always say a win is a win is a win. So I mean, at this
any way
point,
you slice it.
yeah, at this point, like I said, part of me is super, super excited and super happy, just like you finished saying, just because you see that some of our players, if not all the rest of the team that's left, has some fight in them. They're not just going to roll over and die and be like, yeah, just go ahead and run up the score 52 points to 7 on us type shit. So we almost hit a 40 burger. Even though I didn't call it, we almost did. But
This is the second game I've watched in its completion.
oh,
Right?
really?
Yeah.
Wow. And see, this is
I
the crazy part because remember in previous episodes, you were like, I watch it till like halftime and then I'm done. I don't really
right.
watch it anymore, this and that and the other. And this is the first
3
game
to
that
3, we're not getting blown out for. I'm like,
bro,
damn, we're still in this game at halftime. I can't turn it off.
bro, I literally, I was just so, I guess
I
the way
can't
that they
believe
both came
you
out, I
bailed
was
on
just
this.
like, bro,
I
I was
can't,
done.
I
I was
can't
done.
believe you bailed on it, dog. Like the fact that this is actually a competitive game, and you're like, nah, this bullshit. Like I'm
Yeah.
what?
Well, it's because when you look at it, when you look at the first half in general, even
Oh,
though they
it
were
was ass
it,
for
it
sure.
if even though they were semi moving the ball, they weren't really moving the ball. And it was like it was dry as fuck, bro. And I was like, if this is all I'm gonna see, I'm pretty sure because it's happened already for the last what 5 or 6 games where we get to the second half and it's like we forget that we're fucking there. It's just like a sinking ship. It just continues to go down. So what my expectation was already my I guess not expectation, but what I thought about already was, bro, we're just gonna tank at the end of this next 2 quarters. There ain't no reason for me to watch. Washington is gonna pick up. They're gonna make the adjustments. They have a fresh fucking quarterback that's really young. He's been doing great. He's gonna turn on the fucking the highlight reel. He's gonna go to town, and that's gonna be it. We're done. That's it. And why do I want to sit there and watch 2 more quarters of us getting our fucking teeth kicked in when I could be watching a movie?
Deron Bland came back. I mean, I didn't hear his name
No.
too much, but I mean, they you got to
Impact.
respect it, right?
Yeah, he had an impact. Yeah.
Um, you had Micah Parsons. Boy, Micah Parsons looked like he had a rocket strapped to him. He
Yeah.
was on Jaden Daniels' ass, boy. Like
Mm-hmm.
he was like
All
Pac
game
Man, just ta
long.
ta 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 ta
Yep.
ta. Who was the other corner, Julio, that played lights out yesterday?
Uh, like I said, since I didn't watch most of the game,
It wasn't Carson. He took Carson's spot. Like,
um,
man, what was his name? His
hold
name
on.
escapes me right now, but damn, he played good. He had some big pass breakups. They did challenge him, and he defended some balls that were like impact plays. What was his name?
You said it wasn't Carson, right?
No, it wasn't Carson.
Let's see.
I can't remember what his name was. But he played good on defense. Kendricks looks good on defense.
Yep,
Uh Diggs, I mean, Diggs might be gone after this year, dog.
bro.
He might be gone after this year. You didn't find it?
I'm still trying to find it. I don't want. No, that ain't him.
Bro, I can't remember what his name was.
I know. For the life of me, I'm trying to find it, but I can't find it right now.
Nah, it just is what it is.
Yeah.
Our offensive line looked halfway decent. Uh we're still having trouble with the snaps between BB and Cooper. I don't understand that. Rico Dowdle busting his butt, running the rock. I'm like, okay, we might. Hey, would you take Rico Dowdle here as a starter next year on the cheap?
Oh, on the cheap, yes. If he's cheap, I'll keep him.
Hey, if you can get
But
him
if
for like
he's,
2 to 4 millies
yeah, I would keep him for that. For that, I would keep him.
and just
That's
get like a third or fourth round running back,
yeah,
try to develop. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, make him better. Cause Zeke
Right.
got to go. Zeke got
He
to
gone.
go.
He gone.
Along with the midget that we got too. What the hell is his name?
Deuce.
Deuce Vaughn. Yeah. So
He
both of
gone.
them guys, they got to go. I'm sorry, but they got to go. They're both terrible, terrible at running the rock. Rico, as long as we can get him back cheap, I would say yeah, let's keep him, and then pick up some young buck coming out of the draft,
Yeah,
and put him under his wings to where hey, learn from him. Let's build you up and get you
that's
ready
it.
for the following season. So yeah, I don't
Yeah.
think that would be a bad shout at all. I know the one kid out of everybody talks about him all the time out of college right now. He's been interviewed a couple of times. He's mentioned that he wants to come to Dallas. Um, he's supposed to be like the next Marshawn Lynch type running back. What is his name? Something Gentry, I think. What is his name? He's in college right now, but I can't remember what his name is.
I don't know.
He stands straight up, like he has no facade on him. He's just like standing back there, and then all of a sudden they give him the ball, and he turns into Barry Sanders mixed with Gary Payton, just everywhere, just juking
Gary
and all kinds of
Payton.
stuff. Yeah,
You mean the guy that plays basketball?
no, not Gary Payton. Yeah,
Walter
what's
Payton.
his name? Walter Payton. Yeah, my bad.
The glove.
Yeah,
He's like the glove, you know.
no sweetness. So, but yeah, I mean, that kid, I know that he's a big name in college right now. I know a lot of people have their eye on him to see where he's going to go when he's available to be drafted. And a couple of interviews that they've had with him, he's mentioned, I got family in Dallas. I know a lot of people in Dallas. Jerry Jones, holla at your boy type stuff.
Everybody wants to put the Cowboys out there, bro.
Everybody.
That's a bull crap. Hey, I wanted to tell you this, Julio. I've kind of relaxed my stance on Bill Belichick as the next head coach of the Dallas Cowboys because it's for me. It's been consistently. I don't want Bill Belichick here as the next head coach under any
Okay.
circumstance. I will loosen my stance on that if and only if he can promise that he's not going to bring in Josh McDaniels and he's actually going to bring in like a young, offensive-minded offensive coordinator to kind of draw up the offensive plays. I don't want some old ass dude trying to run a 1940s wing
Split beard,
tee.
the
You know what I'm
split beard.
saying? Yeah, I don't want any of that. I want some air raid. I want some spread them out, running gun. Like that's what I want, bro. Like I want some excitement. I don't want any fullback type nonsense, bro. No, I don't want no two tight end fullback lineups. Like no,
Yeah,
like can we please just, bro? If
bro.
there's one thing I cannot stand, bro, is a boring offense.
For me at this point, before before this year, and I guess a little bit of last year, I was still stuck on, a good coach would be somebody that's more old school, more discipline oriented, be able to put your foot down. But that's not the day and age that we live in anymore. So I've kind of embraced the idea of having a young head coach. You see all these young head coaches that are now in the league with so much success now, being able to change up the game, modernizing the game, as if to say, to where it makes the team competitive. I think
Mm-hmm.
that's what we need. I don't think Bill would bring that. I think what Bill would bring is more that, stern discipline type. We need to do it this way. We're going to do it that. This is the way we're going to do it. We're going to stay focused and just continue to do it this way. I don't think that he would. I think he would just complicate things. And then, of course, the whole thing
That
with
sounds
Jerry.
good for like 2 or 3 years, and then you just burn everybody
Yeah,
out.
that's what's going to happen. And then with Jerry, the way that Jerry operates, you already know that that's a bad mixture already to begin with,
Right.
because it's going to cause problems to begin with, because he's going to want to be like, no, Jerry, you can't tell me who to hire. You can't tell me what coaches I can bring here. You can't tell me who I'm going to draft or who we're not going to draft. I need to be involved in that. And because he's like that, I don't think the Cowboys, or I should say, I don't think Jerry Jones is going to let go of his toy box to let somebody else play with his toys at this point.
Oh, you
So
definitely not playing with Jerry's toys.
no, at
He
all.
don't share,
So
bro. He don't
yeah,
share.
Jerry gonna do whatever what the fuck Jerry want
Jerry
at the end
going
of the day.
Jerry.
Yeah, Jerry going
Jer-
Jerry.
Jerry going Jerry. We need to put that
Hmm.
on the t-shirt.
Yeah, no
Jerry
shit.
going Jerry.
Sell like hotcakes, baby. Sell like
Boy, I'm
hotcakes.
telling you, Jerry going Jerry, because no matter what, we playing like ass. Jerry going Jerry.
And I guarantee you, I haven't heard it yet because I didn't tune in this morning. To the fan show like I normally do, just to listen to everybody talk about the game and this and that and the other. So I don't know if Jerry's been on there yet or not, but I'm pretty sure that if he was, it was some to the effect of, you see, we still got 7 more games
Oh
left.
my God, bro.
So I told you guys didn't believe, and see, I'm telling you, this team is
Stop.
capable of winning.
Stop being a hope dealer, Jerry. Nobody wants that. Sling that hope. Nobody wants that nonsense.
Hey man, he's good at selling it, brother. He's good at selling it. That's all
I'm
I can
telling
say.
you.